Hi everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be going from 18 to 28 real quick. Alright, so let's get into it. I've already prepped and primed my eyelids using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, the original one. And I also went ahead and put on my eyebrows. I used my handy dandy Milani Precision Brow in 130 Soft Brown. So let's dive into the eyeshadow look. I'm super excited for this one. Let me zoom y'all in because we're about to get detailed with this look. Alright, so starting with a small angled brush, a flat angled brush, you're going to take the eyeshadow Pantheon or a dark grayish black color. We're going to start from darkest to lightest. And we're going to start placing the outline of the shape. I did have to switch brushes because that one was too stiff and this one is a little bit more flexible and soft and a little smaller to be more precise. If you're new to my channel, you know that when you do eyeshadow, it's just a game of blending back and forth. I personally like to blend from darkest to lightest and then repeat the steps as needed. So here we're starting with the darkest eyeshadow. And I want this to be more graphic and cut crease style, so that's why I like to do the outline and the shape first. Go ahead and switch your brush. You want to grab another angled brush, but this time we're going to start using the blues, so I didn't want to use the same one. I'm going to go in with Noche Eterna from the same Melt Cosmetics Muerte palette and follow the same shape all over. Now we're going to repeat the same steps on the other eye so we can move on to the next layering shade, which is the Mood eyeshadow from the Carnival XL by Be Perfect Cosmetics and Stacey Marie. Right now, notice that I'm not making it perfect. I'm just laying down the colors one on top of the other. Once I'm done with the layering, then you can go in and start blending. Trust the process. Moving on, we're going to start with the next layering or blending eyeshadow from the Mini Norvina Volume 3 palette. This is eyeshadow B2. It's a matte sky blue. This is really going to make the pop of light blue stand out against the darker blues, and it's going to start our gradient. Don't be scared if at first it looks a little chalky. Pastel eyeshadows usually do, but just trust the process. Again, we're going to go back and forth. If you stick to this technique, you'll be fine, and it looks difficult, but it's honestly not. You should definitely try it out and let me know how it went for you. Now to blend it out even more, we're going to go into the Nikki Tutorials and Beauty Bay Pressed Pigment palette. and we're just going to use the eyeshadow plot twist, which is a white pale blue, to blend that even more right under the eyebrow area. And I'm just keeping these lighter blue colors on the top of my crease. I'm not going to do it on the outer edge. If you notice, I kept that dark so it can be more of a defined liner. Now we're going to redefine with the same two eyeshadows from the Melt Cosmetics Muerte palette and the Mood eyeshadow from the Carnival XL. So basically, first we went from darkest to lightest. Now that we already did our lightest color, we're going to do it from reverse order until you like your application, the depth, and then blend it out a little bit more. Now I'm taking a flat brush and an eyeshadow primer. You can do any one you want. I don't want to do concealer because I don't want to get all over the place, so I prefer eyeshadow primer. This is the Revolution Pro one. And I just want to define the edges a little bit, the inside edge. Now back into the Nikki Tutorials and Beauty Bay palette, we're going to go into the Color Mama tutorials. Normally I use a glitter primer by NYX to apply any shimmers on my lid, but since I just want a wash of color, I just want it more for like a sheen. I'm just going to take my brush dry and pat it on as desired. Going to keep the inner corner lighter and then just pack on the outer corner a little bit more. Next, I'm going in with the Be Perfect Cosmetics Glamour Glitter Liquid Eyeshadow. This one is in the shade Deep House. It's a sky blue with the silver glitter reflex, and it's perfect for these type of cool toned and blue looks. It's just stunning. Alright, and because I love more detail on the eyes, I'm going to go in with the Profusion Cosmetics Bright Lights UV Neon Liner. This is in the shade Boat. and I wanted just another pop. Like, we didn't have enough, right? But it's just me. I have to be detailed. I had this vision in my head and I just wanted to make sure I could execute it as best as possible. So here I am, just being extra. And moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to start off by using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. This one is in the color Roxy. It's a sparkly blue color. And if y'all know Urban Decay's eye pencils, they last a really long time, so it's a perfect base for any eyeshadow to blend out. Back in with the Muerte palette, I'm going to use the two blue shades. First, I'm going to go in with Katrina, which is a sparkly blue shade, and tap into a little bit of Noche Eterna. This is also a very good tip, and if you don't want your eyeliner to run, you can just set it with the eyeshadow and it'll not be smeared or anything like that. And then just tap into the Mini Norvina palette or the light blue shade to blend that out. Once you're done with that, just clean up your wings and your outer shape just to make sure they're matching more. I use the small concealer brush from e.l.f. that I normally use to clean up my eyebrows. I just want to make sure they're even and pointed out. Alright, we're almost done with the eye look. I'm going to go in with the Aurora Glow Kit by Anastasia. I'm going to use the color Orion, which is the blue shimmery reflect one, with a pointed pencil brush, and just blend that into the inner corner shape. I'm going to go ahead and pop on my lashes off camera and be right back to move on to the face products. The lashes I used were by mylashco.com. Your girl's skin has been hella dry lately, so I'm going to go in with the Maybelline New York Master Prime Hydrate and Smooth Primer. If you're new to my channel, you notice any face product I use, I apply it with a brush, but then I also go back in and press it with a sponge. It just helps out if you have any texture and if you want to blend more. For foundation, I'm using the Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Foundation. This is medium to full coverage, and this is a shade FS 3.0. Shout out to my sis Sandy. She was the one who gifted this to me, and I love it. To add some warmth back into my face and give it some dimension and bronze, I'm going to use the Superstay Better Skin Concealer by Maybelline. This is in the color Medium Deep. Just blend that out with the beauty sponge. To brighten my face, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, one of my drugstore favorites, in the shade Fair Warm. Alright, as I'm blending, before we go any further, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. So, if you notice, eyeshadows are much more finely milled and creamier sometimes as far as the softness goes. So I love to use eyeshadows under the eye sometimes to set. This is the eyeshadow Tempera by Anastasia in the Modern Renaissance palette. She does sell eyeshadow singles, so you find a good match. She has one of the most soft and blendable eyeshadow formulas, so I highly recommend to try this when you don't want to use powder, because powder to my skin in the winter time can be a real no-go. But yeah, just a fun tip. To highlight, I'm using my favorite palette, the Anastasia and Nicole Guerrero collab, and this is the one on the center, Forever Young. I just hit pan on it today actually, so time to get a replacement one. This is limited edition, but she comes out with these during like holiday time or Black Friday, so snatch it up because it's the best. And another tip when you're applying highlighter, if you don't want to look so textured, go ahead and just tap it on as much as possible. Try not to swirl or rub your brush back and forth too much, because when you do that, you can pick up the foundation and concealer you have underneath, even powder sometimes. And then you can go in and press it in with your beauty sponge, so that way it continues to blend and melt into the skin for less textured. To set my cream bronze, I'm going to use the Milani Sunlight Silky Matte Bronzer in the shade 01. And I'm going to use an angled brush from BH Cosmetics, and I like to just tap it on because, again, if you swirl too hard, it can lift the product. So just tap it and then lightly buff it in. I want a little more definition, so I'm going to use my NYX Taupe HD blush. And I like to use this to contour because it's a nice shadow color. And yeah, gotta snatch up those cheeks and those chins. For blush, I'm going in with the 2019 Tarte Holiday Collection. This is the shade Prize, and honestly, I'm about to run out because it's my go-to favorite blush. So if y'all know of another one that comes this close, let me know. Apply it all over the areas that you applied bronzer. I just think it looks more naturally sun-kissed. I know sometimes it can look intense, but trust me, when you use setting spray, you will see it blend in more into your skin. I'm going to use the Revolution Hydrate and Fix Radiance Makeup Fixing Spray. It's longwear oil controlling with hyaluronic acid, and this makes your makeup look really natural, or as natural as it can look since you're wearing makeup. I've been loving it so much. And don't forget to press, 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 because that's the key here. For lips, I use the ColourPop Lippy Pencil. This is in the shade BFF. Gloss on top is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade 003 Moon. Alright, so I just finished the face and threw on the lip. This is one of my favorite looks, honestly. I had a vision in my head, and a lot of people love the icy blue looks for December and winter time. So this, I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and wear this every day because it's all that in a bag of chips, right? As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm sending all my love to you on this day, and I hope you're all well. And if you're not, it's okay. Just know that, and don't be afraid to reach out to anybody. Reach out to me. I'm here for you. And I'll see you next time in my next video. Pero eso no cambiará que yo llegue